I end up getting my little area set up where I wanted my desk and everything to go so I can sit comfortably, and it just works better. So now you got the kitchen in the back, but anyways. Okay. So if you guys have followed me for a long time, well, we have several new people here. Stop it, Sonia. You guys, I called my moon roof, or what is it called in the house? Thank you, Sherry. I called it a sunroof. Instead of a sunroof, and so you can hear the rain so well. I like it. It's not a freaking sunroof. It's whatever the fuck it's called in the house. The skylight. Thank you. I have 3 of them, and so you can. Anyways, skylight. Thank you. I called it a sunroof. They like to mess with me. Okay. Of course she didn't, Tammy. So for the new people that are just now following me, welcome. I got like 100 new followers, so welcome, and several are in the chat. Welcome to the Sock Gang. My name is Angie. I've been a social worker for 30 years. 20 of those years, I did family social work. The last 10 years, I did youth and young adult, I love it, youth and young adult justice involved social work. So throughout all of my years, one thing that I have noticed, and I'm working, I haven't been as much since I've been retired, but I'm going to get back into working with my city council here on fathers' rights to their children. Because I think it's absolutely crazy that a father can be doing absolutely amazing. Let's just pretend, I'm going to make up a fictitious scenario, okay? Mom is homeless, has no place to go. She has a baby, test baby. Tag you in, what do you mean? She has a baby, and they do the blood test, whatever. There's nothing in mom or baby's system, so they have no other reasons to expect for them not to go. But mom is homeless. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so dad, he was there at birth. He signed the birth certificate. All is well, all is good, right? Well, now, mom has absolutely no place to go. She goes to a hotel for the first 2 nights. The baby's father is saying, listen, the baby can come stay with you. You can come stay with me on 2. He doesn't want that. He then is doing whatever he can do to jump through with whatever hoops that he can to see the baby, because now mom is now going from place to place, staying with random men. Again, this is a fictitious story. I'm just giving it an example, right? So she's staying with different men, because, men will always let a woman stay. But that baby girl is also staying there. But the dad, who has a job, who's there mentally, is sober, has all financial means and everything at their house to provide for that child, that dad has to fight and jump through hoops and go through the court system in order to get an order. And that can take months, if not a year or more. Our system is screwed up. So I bring that up because I truly feel I started doing this I've been doing this for years, but on TikTok a year ago, when the whole 2K and breathe thing came up, I was fascinated. I was fascinated that a young man was willing to go through all of the steps, spend the money, do anything and everything that he could to provide and protect his son, right? That's how I got into doing this on TikTok. And I said way back then, Bree is her own worst enemy. She is going to wrap this present up, tie with a bow, and hand it to 2K. And that's pretty much what happened. That was an expensive present, but it was worth every penny. Kiara is going down that same exact path. Since that baby's been born, has changed his entire life around. He's clean. His house is ready for that baby. He's mentally in such a better space. He even, communicates a lot more openly online. And I truly feel that Kiara she's in the process right now of wrapping up that present. And I don't know Anti or Kiara, right? But I don't think Anti, like 2K, wants to take the child away from the mom. I don't believe that at all. But I do believe he wants what's best for his child. And he absolutely, positively wants a relationship with his child. So I don't understand, why does he have to fight for it? she's had that baby now around multiple men that were under the influence. And then last night, I said at 10 p.m., but that's because it was 10 p.m. my time, so I apologize. It was about midnight or whatever. She had that baby in a tattoo shop, strapped in a car seat. The baby was screaming. So hard seeing baby scream. Blows my mind. Now, I've never had a tattoo, so I don't know, like, if you can just stop it. I'm shocked that a tattoo parlor would allow a baby, and again, this baby, I believe, is only like 4 or 5 months old, would even allow the baby in there if there was no one else to watch. I can understand maybe having it in there if they had another person who was able to watch it. Blows my mind. The chat had to remind her the other day, you haven't checked on your daughter in a while. You should go check on the baby who's just laying on a bed. Go check on the baby. She's like, oh yeah, I should do that. You fucking think? Why isn't the baby with her dad? Just any excuse, any reason. I've asked. I asked in live yesterday. I asked in the video today. I'm live now. I just want to know from Kiara. Give me any reason, logical reason, real reason why Auntie cannot watch the baby. And then I found out after I did that video, you guys, I'll go back and read the comments. I want to make sure I get all this out. I forgot, because again, she's not one that I follow. I have a hard time keeping up with her. She's been at Wavy's house for days, right? Apparently the dog is still at her house in a kennel that she hasn't gone back to check onto for days. I have an issue with that as well. So now not only is there an issue with the child, but now with the pet as well. Yeah, she left the baby with Wavy. Is that what you're saying, Kat? I love your name. She claims the neighbor is checking on him. No. Listen, if it was a cat, okay. Cats, you can do that, right? Cats are pretty cats are cool. That you can do that. As long as they got enough food, they got water, like my grandcat has like the automatic food, water, the whole 9, right? Dogs are not the same. Dogs need to go for what? Dogs need to, not the same. Yeah, at one point she left the baby with Wavy. She's like, well, she's just sleeping. It's going to be fine. So you're okay leaving the baby with Wavy, but not her father. Let her dad see his baby. He probably is barking all day, that sweet baby. I have no idea. But again, I'm a huge animal lover, right? I believe in the perfect world, if 2 parents separate, right, and you have a baby, put your differences aside and co-parent that baby. It is the best gift you will absolutely ever give your child. 100% parental alienation. He has asked many times, and she sets him up by doing crazy stuff, just like the last time when she took the clothes over, and she's like, oh, you can see the baby, I'll bring the baby, and he picks up the baby and carries the baby, and she starts freaking the fuck out. He puts his hands up. He's like, what is wrong? I'm carrying the baby in. And then all of a sudden her friend, that's not my friend, Des, is like, oh my god, he threw a chair down. He didn't do any of that shit. So yeah, he's scared to be around you because of the stuff that you make up. And if anyone tells you that he's not going to be treated differently because of his tattoos and stuff, I'm going to say call bullshit on you. The individuals, the population I work with, I tell you, the ones that have tattoos on their face, whatnot, get treated a whole lot different than my clients that do not have any tattoos. Their charges, the ones with no tattoos, can be way worse, but they're instantly going off of appearance. To me, it's another form of discrimination in a sense. So, it's just sickening to me. And I want Auntie to know that he has support, and whatever we can do to help him in any way, shape, or form, I'm happy to do and help. The court process is a scary place. It's confusing. it's a lot. MK, I will let you know. I am going to look into that. We'll get them. We will get them in some way. I've heard that Shelby is going to get them. If not, let me see what I can do about getting them. Yeah, because we're nosy bitches. We need those. We need to know. You should go get some good concealer. He should. Right, but that's crazy to me. I agree, right? But why should he have to do that? Right? Tattoos do not define a person. Right? What I look at is what I saw of Anti a year ago. I knew nothing about him a year ago. I thought, back then, I thought he did like the mumble rap, because you know how like sometimes with the mumble rappers you can't understand anything, and I'm getting old. I thought that's what was going on with him, and then he came out that, you know, he had some substance issues and he got clean, and he is night and day. He is a totally different person. I'm so proud of him. I am so proud of his growth. In the past, when people would come up and try to talk to him and give him advice, he'd like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, you know, he was in his era of getting clean and getting to the, you know what I'm saying, getting to his spot, where now he's more open. And listen, you guys know, I will always, whether I like you or not like you, well, it's not that I don't really like people, because I don't know anybody, because you guys are on the internet, right? I will always give kudos where kudos are due. And so shout out to Check. Even Check the Star yesterday was like, what the fuck, Kiara, what are you doing? He exited. He took off and said something to her about having the baby in the damn tattoo shop. So shout out to him. You know, he likes to run his mouth about me and talk shit about me. But I've had conversations in the past that have gone well. And so, again, I'll always praise when praise has been done good. Conversations in the past that have gone well. And so, again, I'll always praise when praise has been done good. Oh, wait, hold on. Not the Queen Tea Junkie having a birthday. Hey, Angie, I just wanted you to know I will be live Friday at 7 Central Time. But count us in, honey. It is a party. Ooh, we all got to go Friday at 7 Central Time. Wait, what time is it there right now for you? 8:30, right? I think you guys are 1 hour ahead of me. Oh, it's 9:30 there? Oh, okay. So 2 hours ahead. So 7. So that'll be 5 o'clock my time. Okay. Okay, 5 o'clock my time. Got you. Yeah, I'm really concerned about the baby. Again, I'm not saying that Wavy would do anything wrong with the child. But again, I'm just saying that baby has a father. And not only was Wavy there, but some of Wavy's friends were also there. Yeah, I've noticed that. She hasn't been on today. So he had friends that were also there that were... And I do know that also sometimes I'm very sensitive. Not sensitive. I guess smart, overprotective. I guess that's the right word. Because in 30 years, the shit that I've seen, done, dealt with, read about, the court reports and all of that other kind of stuff that I've read about with kids in these type of situations, typically the ones that harm them are the parent that has custody of them, and or the partner, the male, female, whoever it is that they're with, and or their friends. That's usually who it is. Yeah, absolutely. He can file for an emergency order. Also, if anybody has the information, someone needs to do a check on the dog for sure. So let me ask you guys a few questions. Right, Mary Rose. And this is my thing. He said on live, he's like, you can trust her with me. I have 2 kids. You moved away from your kids. sir. You moved away from your kids. You go on TikTok live and you're on there all night, Wi-Fi'd out, right? Over here we call it Wi-Fi, because you have to be 10,000 feet in the air, 10,000 feet high in order to get Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be very careful, because if they'll get me for my socks, who knows what else they'll get me for. Yeah, I just wouldn't leave my kids with, and again, there's no reason. So, but let me ask a few questions. Kiara's apartment is in Florida, correct? Hi, Taz. And doesn't Anti also live in Florida? And doesn't Wavy also live in Florida? All three are in Florida, correct? Now, I also grasp that it's a big area. If she wants to hang out and collab and do whatever, cool. Do you, boo. But the baby doesn't need to be there. In Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie. And where do they live? He lives 15 minutes from her. I think it's like an hour and 25 minutes away. So he lives about 5 to 15 minutes from her and about an hour and a half away from Wavy. About is what we're saying, right? I don't know Florida that well. But if you want to go and collab, get your money up, get your numbers up, whatever the case may be, because it's going to be, she always has something she needs money for, right? That's fine. But the baby doesn't need to be there. I believe the baby's 5 months old. The baby doesn't need to be there. Her daddy is ready. Her dad's ready. Thank you, Susan. You guys always get me with the butterflies. Let the baby go to dad and she can do her thing. Absolutely. I agree, Kayla. Yeah. And if she doesn't want to be gone for 5 days, or she's not ready for Ante to have baby for 5 days yet because he hasn't, then okay. Then go for the day or two, whatever, and then come back home and stay at home for a day or two. Let the baby go back and you go do whatever. Having a baby, an infant, in a tattoo parlor in the middle of the night while your baby is strapped in a car seat is diabolical. No judge is going to be okay with that. The fact that you've had this baby now at a house, laying on a bed, in a room with the music blaring, and you're cooking and cleaning and doing whatever for these dudes. Oh my God, this guy. I hate it when they request back-to-back. I'm about to cuss his ass out. And you... and your chat actually had to tell you it's been almost an hour since you've checked on the baby. This motherfucker. Go check on the baby. And she's like, oh yeah, hold on. And then tells baby, oh, I just have to go check on the baby real fast. The chat told me. The chat told you? You had to be reminded by the chat to go check on your baby who's, am I correct? Is the baby 5 months old? Was she though? Was she trolling? 5 months, okay. Now again, for those of you here yesterday, or you old heads like me as Gen Xers, right? We all know back in the day at 10 p.m., our parents' TV came on and said, meow. Hey parents, do you know where your kids are? As a reminder, right, to check on us. That is true. That is legit. That happened. And our parents would call out, Miss, you home? Okay, back to their show. This isn't the 70s anymore. She checked on the baby just to get the chat off her back. Yeah, she checked on the baby and went right back. But at 5 months old, this is why I was asking about the age. At 5 months old, you start rolling. So if she's not in a crib, if she's not in a pack and play, she's not something in there, and you're out in the living room and the door's shut and you got the music playing, that baby can roll off that bed. When she hooked up with Wavy prior to Anti, she was cooking and cleaning for 2K and Chris. Yeah, she was cleaning and whatnot for him today, and he called to check in. He was doing something. They were, and he's like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "Cleaning," and he's like, "Okay, not a thank you, nothing, whatever." And he's like, "Okay, well, we have to, whatever it was. I have no idea." When you listen, women, when we start doing girlfriend and wife duties before we're a girlfriend and a wife, you're never going to become the girlfriend and the wife, because they're getting what they want before you get the title. And again, I grasped that they were an item before her and Anti. So maybe that was just easy to go back to. I'm just not okay with the baby round. Pitbull mommy, hold on to your seats, honey. I just found out. Apparently the dog is still at the apartment in the cage. 5 days. I'm heated. I heard she was only together. Wait, what? I heard she was only together back for a weekend. I don't know. My grandson is 2 months and is almost rolling over. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that too. He's driving her car. Why can't the baby be with her daddy? Have you guys seen how Anti shows his place? He has everything. And not only does he have everything that the baby needs right now, he has stages, right? He has what the baby needs now. He has what the baby's going to need in a couple months. He has what the baby's going to need in 6 months. He is prepared for that baby to be at his house. Like here for me, for the most part, my kids can call at any time and say, can I bring the grandkids over? And about 90% of the time, I have everything that I would need for any one of my grandkids. I have 6 of them, at any given time. So that if there was an emergency, they wouldn't have to bring anything, whatever. Not always, sometimes need little things. But that's what I'm saying. Anti is ready. There is zero reason that baby could not have stayed with her dad. Now, I don't know if that was a dog that they had together, that her and Anti had together. But if it is, I could also see him maybe even taking the dog. But the dog is stuck in a cage for 5 days. Yeah, somebody needs to call animal control. Absolutely. Now, I don't know where she lives. I don't have any information on that to make the phone call. Know what I'm saying? Ready with items and money, but not with parenting. Well, not with parenting because she's not allowing it. He's ready with the parenting. She just has to allow him to be able to have the child. But for Kiara, everything I've heard her say, you can see her if I'm there. He gifted followers the clothes he bought for his daughter that she grew out of. That's crazy. I mean, I'm glad that he gifted him, but it's just crazy that he's trying to assure that he has whatever she needs, but then has to gift him because she's not allowing her to see him. You can't, she's going to get struck with parental alienation. And if she does, one, she can be held in contempt. Contempt can go up to a fee or up to 6 months in jail per contempt charge, right? And again, when I say she's headed down towards the way of Brie, she really truly is. Anti's going to end up with more custody than typical. Typical, under one would go to the mom, and the dad would have baby, either every other weekend, or sometimes when the baby's this young, what they'll do is they'll do a couple days a week for, a couple hours. So you can have her on Friday from, noon to 5, and then on Sunday from noon to, so say 3 days a week for 5 hours a day, so the baby's not away from mom for so long. But at the rate that she's going, they're going to end up giving him more time because she's going to be safer over there. At this time, my understanding, they do not have a custody agreement. I know he keeps talking about how November 21st is mediation. So, but mediation is where they sit down together with somebody else and they try to mediate and agree to something. And unfortunately, she is only willing to agree if she's there, right? If she's there, meaning if she's there at the visits. Why would she need to be at the visits? There's zero reason for her to need to be at the visit. It's sad to watch him being hurt, and a lot of male creators trash talking about it. That just tells me that they're not true real men. I don't know. I don't know, because again, I just started following them. Again, like I said, I know they go to mediation on the 21st, but it truly is getting to the point to where he may have to file for an emergency junction. Right, Autumn? He's missing his daughter's whole first year of life because she wants to be better. It's sad. And that first year is so important. It's that bonding time. You want to keep her away from him for the whole first year or so. And then when you get all the way through court, right? So now let's just put it out there, right? About 18 months is typically about how long it takes, right? Now at 18 months, he could be somewhat of a stranger because you've not allowed him to see her. But at 18 months, they also know, now it's like, I don't know them. That's when they're at that stranger danger. Like, it's scary for them to go to daycare, go to anybody who's totally different. It absolutely drives me insane. Let the man have custody, not custody, but visitation with his child. All I ever see is her being on stream. I've seen her be on stream for up to 14 hours. And she gets up and she changes the baby and makes the baby a bottle, and it's right back into the laying position. Yeah, it does, Ray. Every month it's something. She need money for something. Angie, why didn't he stop and see baby K at the mall? Was it because of all the I believe, now again, I don't know these guys, but I would think that, to be honest, I thought that she had a RO on him, like a temporary one, which would make perfect sense. But then I found, as people in the chat told me he didn't, it would make me think the reason why was because of every single time they see each other, she comes up with an accusation and she's so dramatic about it. That's why, if you guys remember, this was one of the first videos I ever did about them. I was questioning, like, if he's the problem, right? This is her words. She kept saying he's the problem when it comes to A, B, etc., right? He's the problem. But why did she have to get cameras? Remember, she said, she's like, I got cameras for the whole house so you can come over and feel safe. And I thought, well, that's weird. Why would she need to put up cameras to feel safe? Then when I did my deep dive, I found out because every time she's putting accusations on that he's trying to take the baby, trying to run out of the house with the baby, putting hands on her, screaming, yell, whatever. He doesn't feel comfortable being around her without having verification or somebody there to verify for them that nothing happened. And it can't even be someone she's with, because the last time, Des is the one that made up the whole thing about the chair. Des later came out and said, no, I just said that out of being anxious or whatever. It just came out. It's not true. And then turned right back around as soon as he said, I don't want to be with you. I've tried all of this time. I said I wanted my family back. I would do whatever it took. I wanted my family back. That was the last straw. You baited me. You told me you were going to bring my clothes over and let me see my baby. I thinking of helping. I picked the baby's seat up and carried it in the house, and you start flipping out. Then your friend says I threw a chair at you. You're not going to continue to do me like that. Absolutely not. Oh, you have it all on there, Desiree? Okay. Well, when it comes to CPS, this is the thing. And again, I'm in a totally, thank you, love. I'm in a totally different state. Okay? So I want to make sure I am very clear. I am not giving advice or whatever for this situation, that state, whatever, because I don't know. I could look them up. But the way CPS works is, yeah, it's either DCF, anyways, it's a bunch of different things. Most people don't know CPS. When you call in the first time, you get what we call equivalent to a hospital, a triage nurse, right? So you get the first person and you give them all the information, the person on the phone, and they're like, okay, so this, all the information, got it. That person then decides, is it one, immediate, something that needs to be taken care of right now? Two, it doesn't need to be taken care of right now. We can wait on it, but we definitely need to get somebody out as soon as we can. Or three, thank you for the information. We're going to note it and no one's even going to see it. Okay? So, and we can use the whole Baby J situation on this if you guys want to for examples. So when I made the call in regards to Baby J, again, I'm a mandated reporter. So when I saw that video of her trying to unalive the baby, I had no choice but to make the call. So when I called, I gave them the information, was able to provide them the videos, etc. That immediately went to, that was a number one, immediate. So that call went through triage, got a number one, went to the investigator. So the investigator is the second step in that. Investigator then does their full investigation. Okay, so the investigator then can say, yeah, I think we need to act on this and do whatever. Or it's not as bad as the person that called made it sound. So we're going to wait on it. We don't need to do it right now. Or three, again, we're going to note it, right? So now you have two people that do the 1, 2, 3 step. Now, if both people, right, say it's immediate and the baby needs to be taken out, they don't get that decision. It then goes to a third person and sometimes to a judge. Now, in Baby J's situation, it was done very quickly. Baby was removed by Monday. So, and on top of that, if a ton of people from social media call, that is an alert that they don't always take as seriously. So you have to know what it is that you're reporting, have all of the information. Does CPS use social media for proof of child neglect? That is a very good question. How do I want to answer this? Let me give my disclaimer again. A lot of people assume because I'm a social worker, I work for CPS, or I did work for CPS. I have never worked for CPS, and I never would work for CPS. Okay? CPS is a very broken system. So I just want that to be out there. Right now we're kind of talking in general, but we're mainly talking about Kiara and Anti and the whole baby situation. If you have a good social worker who actually is going to take the time and wants to look into it and actually really make sure, yes. Yes. If you have somebody that doesn't want to do the extra work and the paperwork, because if you see something, guess what you have to do? You got to report it. Those reports and typing that shit up is crazy. I talk to you guys all the time about this Liv chick who was absolutely horrible. Horrible to our kids. Absolutely should not have her kids. CPS has been out there a number of times. She cusses the shit out of them, and they're like, well, you know what? There's a roof over their head. They have clothes. There's food in there. So we're good without doing anything and looking. So each situation is very different. Oh, you're a guardian ad litem, Kareem? But now some caseworkers who are living in horrible situations yet taking kids away. Yeah. Yeah. But again, you guys, it goes through a bunch of steps in order to. Do I think Kiara right now is in a situation to where CPS needs to be involved? No. No. If anything, it would be a call and it would just be noted. But what that does, you guys, is that puts your child in the system. We don't want that. Who was it that just did that recently, you guys? We talked about it a little bit, and I said, well, great, congratulations. All you did now was put your child in the system. So now if there's a call against you, that ding goes against you too. I can't remember who it was, though. Nicole, do you know where the baby is? Not the baby, the dog. To me, that's a baby. Does anybody know where the dog is? All the information I have received is that oh my God, the dog is at her apartment. He stays in a kennel, and there's a neighbor that goes and checks on him. In a cage at home alone, home, Cortez. That's a fact. I wish we could find out. I do too. Neighbor did not check in at her home in a cage with a shock collar on. Not a shock collar. And the dog had... Oh, wait, you guys. I thought you guys were joking. Wait, why did the hell... Wait, what? Hold on. Why does the dog have a shock collar? Oh, Cortez's baby mom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. That's crazy. Wait, Nicole, how do you know? Not being disrespectful. I'm asking because I don't know everything about them, so I'm really trying to figure out. And again, for people that are new here, I love people who have differences of opinion. As long as we can have a respectful conversation, this is how we all learn and grow and know information about that. Okay? So, I don't want it to come off as, how do you know? I legitimately want to know. Oh, the vibrating shock collar. Oh, yeah, to stop the dog from barking. Got you. Kiara has shown the collar on live while on the dog. It's a bark collar that vibrates, not a shock. Got you. Okay, I'm with you. Now, my old roommate, had one for her dog, and I shouldn't laugh. The dog's like, yeah, and I walked in, it was like, and it was only on the vibrate, but the dog was dramatic, one. And she had it all the way turned up, and she just had a tiny dog. She took the numbers wrong, so poor dog. But anyways, we fixed it right away. Her neighbors do not like her. She said multiple times she doesn't talk to any of her neighbors and doesn't know anyone there. I have heard her say that. And again, I don't watch her a whole lot. If the dog is home, if she's an hour and a half away, and that dog is in that apartment for 5 days, what the hell? Something needs to be done. That's absolutely unacceptable. I watch her a lot. My whole page is her. So what is your, behind the scenes, what is your thought on this, on the thing with the dog? She said that no neighbors like her. A very valuable person is. I like valuable people. Kara's a young single mom hurting and spiraling. That's my concern. That is that. Julia, you hit the nail on the head, and that is my concern. When I come on and do this, it's not a bash towards either person. I want, if I can, give any advice, resources, whatever, help before the spiral. Because remember, last year, it was Bree doing this, right? A young mom that was spiraling, and she continued to spiral really bad. And thank God 2K was there, and he was ready to, whether he was ready or not, he grew up. He grew up, and that bond him and that baby have is amazing. It breaks my heart. Thank God for him. We got to do something. Oh, Natasha. Okay. LCSW from Miami. We're having a problem with DCF intake. They are not even employed, but really? Now, I heard that a while ago, Natasha, that it was going to be not run by the state anymore. It was going to be a private agency. I said, will have no parts of my name being on a, you know what I'm saying, being on a record of something that happens. That's, no, absolutely not. That's absolutely crazy. And you guys have to be LCSWs out there to work there? Here, it's only in a clinical setting. We only have to have an LCSW if we're in a clinical setting, which I would never work either. We learned a lot of shit, that's for sure. Oh, thank you. You know what? I have got I literally have like 50 palettes of makeup. My new obsession, literally my makeup took me no more than under 5 minutes. I would say probably 3 minutes. Is those little, the makeup sticks. That's all it is. I put the little makeup stick on, boop, 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 boop. Put the light color here, put a little bit of the darker one there, do, 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 boom, done. Eyeliner, mascara, it's a wrap. Oh, you do? Listen, with social work, any new social workers coming in, I always tell them, people don't realize that social workers are absolutely everywhere. I say work in every single setting that you can and find your passion. Find what you love, because it's a tough job. Mine is absolutely working with youth and young adults, 16 to 24. I love it. So in a hospital, I'm able to hire MSWs, and if they become LCWs in promotion, love it. Oh, those makeup sticks are live. Just jumping in. I'll try them. Love them. Okay, so focus. Love it. Yeah, we all have our passion. I love to do family social work, which is why I really like to do this. But then as soon as, the state kind of took our ability away to actually help, and it was all about numbers, I couldn't do it. All right, so what are we going to do, you guys, about the dog? Let's start with the dog. Where's my book? What are we doing about the dog? Who has any information? Okay, we'll go into Bree, and then next, Nikki, will you remind me, please? Washington. Kiara doesn't deserve to have the baby or the dog until she gets help. And again, I like to give very factual information. I don't like to give our opinions on certain things, whatever. I really like factual information. Is there any type of substance stuff going on there that we know for a fact? I don't want any rumors spread. It has to be, we know for a fact. Or is she going through some PPD or PPA? Is there mental health? What is going on? Can someone reach out to Anti to get any information for certain on the dog's location? Only speculation. Okay, so if it's only speculation, I don't want it to be talked about. Okay, I think it's very important. That's one thing with my page and my chat that I take pride in, is not having misinformation come out. So we won't talk about that. Drinking occasionally, that's fine. Everyone does that. Well, not everybody. I don't drink, but a lot of people do that on occasion. It's, as long as it's not an excessive. Now, I do have an issue with, that's what a lot of people are saying, Queen Asian, but I don't think that's going to work. I don't think, at this point, I think Anti has been hurt. This is only my opinion. Has been hurt so bad by her. I don't think he cares about that. He cares about his daughter. He wants his daughter. And in trying to make Anti jealous or hurt, she's making herself look worse. And again, just like, remember you guys last year, Brie was like, no judge is going to sit here and watch TikTok. No one's going to know. No one's going to know. No one's going to know. I was messing. They're going to know. Trust me when I tell you. I'm in a courtroom several days a week going through this. They do look. It's not like, she was under the impression the judge is going to be watching her TikTok. No, the attorneys go through, they find the clips, or, each person gives to them. They find the clips, they put them in through there. Those are the ones that get submitted. And TikTok basically sealed the deal for her. Absolutely sealed the deal for Brie. That's how he was able to get his, 2K was able to get the DVRO. And in California, if you have a DVRO, you cannot have custody of your child. And I believe it's PPD and being heartbroken, not being with baby daddy. And she's a first-time young mom. And that very well could be. But then she needs to get the help, right? We can't... PPD is not always an excuse, right? That's very, very, very real. PPD is nothing to just dismiss. It is very real. That and postpartum anxiety. You guys remember the lady I just told you guys about? Shanice William something. I did a video on it. I didn't get a whole lot of views, but do you guys remember? And she was on live and she tried to unlike her 3 children. Andrea just came here to say, did you see she was live streaming in the pink robe again? Yeah, Alley Cat, she was. And not only that, she said, well, W was in his diaper. She was like, why would I get him dressed more to stay at home all day? That's why I'm in my filming robe. Mind you, she was also doing FO content, or at least releasing it, dropping. Doesn't mean it was being filmed there, but you're wearing your filming robe at the same time you have this baby in a diaper doing that. And shame on you for any T page or any other page that ever posted that baby. Post the baby, period, but post the baby in a diaper. You shouldn't even have your page. I hope 2K can see every single page, and I hope he strikes you. I hope he strikes every single page. There's zero reason. You can tell a story without having to show pictures of the child. But then to actually, for other people's pages that have no relation to that child, put pictures of the baby and the diaper on your page, you're sick. Brie's absolutely sick for making that statement. First of all, everybody knows she's always called that her filming robe. So she's sick for stating, yeah, my baby can be in a diaper, pointing it out, because I'm in my filming robe because we ain't going nowhere. That's gross. You know the type of people that watch you. You know the people that you bring to. Disgusting. Disgusting. I know that baby was so happy to see his daddy today. Oh my God. I would have loved... Not me getting choked up. That video that I saw of him laying on his pillow, looking all sad, saying, Dada, Dada. I'm like, oh, hold on, buddy. Just a few more days. Yeah. I know he was happy to see his dad. But it has to be so confusing, too. And again, for anyone who says that 2K doesn't, thank you, Pinky, that 2K and Mama 2K don't go through drama, bullshit. Imagine that drama of taking your son to have to go see someone that they've only spent 10 hours a month with, to have to go spend 7 days, 6 sleeps, when that person's hasn't put the baby to bed, doesn't know the story, and that baby's looking at you like, Daddy, what are you doing? Why aren't you coming back? What's happening? What's going on? Why aren't you doing? That's traumatic. I'm very proud of him. I hope, I don't know if they are, I hope 2K and Anti are either friends or get along on here so we can help him. 2K is great. He even helped out Cortez, messaged Cortez and said, hey, been there, done that. And he cheered him on, helped him out. Absolutely great. She did do her 7 days. I keep getting mixed message, 7 days, 5 days. I don't care if it's 5 days or 7 days. I hope she does I hope she does her time. It would be interesting. I'd be very interested to see if she could actually do it by herself. The fact that she said, I don't know how anybody does this by themselves. This is hard work having one child by yourself. In the same token, then wants to flip around and bitch at 2K for having his mom to help. You just said you can't do it by yourself. It's too much. And then you bitch because because baby W's grandma babysits. Well, 2K's at work. Make it make sense. It just doesn't make sense. By day 2, she was, shit. I don't know how you do this all the time. And you wouldn't know because you've never had to. You did the first couple of months until he came in and saved the day. She picked him up on Wednesday and he went back today. It was 5 full days and but 2.5 days still count. Yeah, it'll still count regardless. Again, the time. Remember, guys, I told you she gets the 7 days. She gets to choose the times, the dates, whatever. 2K was so happy. Oh, I bet you. I haven't got to see any videos yet. I'm so glad that he's home with him. I know 2K's heart is just, oh, bless his heart. And not only that, I know he's gonna sleep good tonight. I know he's going to sleep good tonight. Exactly, Janelle. And then for the people saying, well, she can stream. Yeah, how are you going to say she shouldn't stream, but he can stream? Oh, 2K. No, said W was squeezing his. Stop. Okay, you guys are going to make me cry. Stop it. Stop it. Not going to cry. So listen. When people say, how can we get on Bree for streaming, but 2K does it? There's a multitude of reasons, but we'll just dive in. 1, 2K has a babysitter. His mother takes care of him while he's streaming. That's his job. 2K's not on more than 8 hours in a day, and even if he did, that's what he's doing to provide for his family. It is equivalent to, again, like I told you guys, my daughter pulled a 2K. Mom, you're not taking care. You had a heart attack. You're not taking care of your heart. You're done. You're done. You're retiring. You're coming out here to live, and you're going to take care of the baby. And my grandbaby is 1 month younger than baby W. Right? So I take care of Jordy. Well, my daughter and my son-in-law are at work. And then they have her. That's not me raising her. It's the same thing, but nobody bitches about that, right? And 2, when you only have your baby 7 days a month, 7 days. Not Missy turning me into a goddess. Shoot. Thank you, girl. 7 days a month. And your focus is here. Mind you, she wasn't live streaming all the time prior to coming out here. Remember, she was saying, I'm not even doing TikTok anymore. I don't even like TikTok anymore. I don't even like TikTok. I am not going to do TikTok anymore. Remember? But the minute she has W, all of a sudden she wants to be streaming. Why? Thank you, Elle. Money. It's all about money. She is willing to exploit her child for financial gain. That is what she does. That baby did not get her full, undivided attention. And that's exactly what she happened. How is he ever going to bond with her if during the time that she has him, thank you, during the time that she has him, she's in her phone? That phone should have been the last of her worries. Okay, Yolanda. I got Nikki and Yolanda. That baby should have been the last of her worries. She should have been so focused on what he's doing. What is he like? What doesn't he like? Playing games, reading to him. The fact that he tried to snuggle her and she was like, oh, he's such a snuggler. I hate snuggling. The way I wanted to jump through that phone. Thank God he got to his daddy and got to squeeze his heart because his daddy loves that. He's also getting into real estate development. Right. He says all the time, Was I ready at the time? No, but I got ready. The minute I saw my son, I knew I wanted to be the father I didn't have, and I was going to be the man that I wanted my son to look up to and be proud of, and that's what he's done. She wants to keep her new baby private. Didn't do it for W. Well, that's because the new baby isn't there yet. That's what Anti said. Wait, what's what Anti said? Oh, that he wants to, yeah, that he wants to grow and be a better man, and he's doing that. He's doing that. Anti is doing that. We'll go back to Shanice here in a second. Let me look at these videos that were sent to me. Mew mew. Hold on. I'm just so proud of the young men on our platform here that are fighting for their kids. 2K started it. I told them way back then. I said, you don't even know it yet. But trust me when I tell you, you have started something. You have given hope to other young men that have been brainwashed to thinking that it's just a woman's world. Don't even worry about it. They're just going to give it to her, whatever. Then Cortez. And Cortez has had to go through the ringer, I tell you. But he has 50-50 of that baby. And now we have Anti. And so I'm going to hope and pray and continue. Again, offer is always out there to Anti as well. If he ever needs any help, I'm here. I got you. Let me know. Okay, so this one's from Yolanda, Baby W home.
Alright guys, I got Winter back. I know y'all are gonna ask for...
Oh, look at that smile, first of all.
Whatever the fuck y'all gonna ask. So, let's just get into it. Bro, when he saw me, like, he was so...
Sometimes we don't even need the words. It says it all. His face. Oops, hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. His face. I mean, that would... Sorry, 2K. Hopefully someone don't screenshot that. That was a terrible place for me to stop it. Look how happy and excited and probably relieved that he is. Okay. And if you look back, I don't see a lot of pictures of Brie like that. I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm just saying I don't see a whole lot.
He kept on, like, squeezing me, like, oh my God. He was so happy to see me. He was a little bit tired, but, like, I kept on looking at him, and he was just smiling the whole time. And like, gonna lie to you, bro, my heart ain't never really just been... I'm like, man, I felt like he was hugging me for real, like hugging my heart.
Oh my God, my heart. Absolutely. Is Anti live? If he wants to go live, he would have to request me because I don't know how to do that. I'd be struggling over here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know Mama 2K was listening as a grandma. I know. Time for my hair to go up. Hugging my heart. Oh my God. So cute. Okay, let's see. But if you guys want to ask him if he's live, and if you guys want to, I guess I can look and see. Okay, you tagged me in Anti's video. Let me see if he's...
I cannot believe...
Okay, you tagged me in Anti's video. Let me see if he's...
I cannot believe...
Let's see if he's live.
John Heater.
And on the other one...
Oh, shit, what's happening? Let's see if he's live.
John Heater.
And on the other one...
Oh, shit, what's happening?
Introduce myself as some... Look
at this. I
This
can't
moment.
because I'm live. Oh, he's not live, you guys. Yeah, he's not live, but if he ever wants to go live, I absolutely will go live with him for sure. Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, okay, Nikki sent me the same one she did, I think is... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's the same one we just watched. Oh, here's one. Bree talking about the
I don't
DVR.
threaten people anymore. I'm sorry.
This bitch. Okay, so this is a video of Bree talking about the DVR, and we'll go into that. Oh, 420 in the chat. Hello.
I don't threaten people anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm basically a criminal for a year because I can't get a pew pew. I can't. I really think that's it. Oh, I could be held in contempt. I don't know if I can go to jail for violating it. Maybe if I like.
You can. You can. Bree, you can. And you should. What do you think happens when you go to when you're held in contempt, Bree?
Pout him, then I will go to jail. But, if I threatened him online, I could maybe be held accountable for that. I don't think I would go to jail, though. I don't really know how it works. But I never powed him in the first place, okay?
That's part of the fucking problem, is you don't know how it works. 1. 2, you have your baby on your hip right there while you're talking shit about his dad again, which also is in clear violation, on top of the fact that you stalked him, right? Your words, not mine, Brie, on his Snap page, we'll just call it Snap over here, on his Snap. Now, if you had not turned in your passport prior to you even having your visits, you should thank 2K. You should thank him, because he could have ripped that right away from you. You were required to relinquish your passport before you even had visitation. And if you didn't do that, and he still let you have visits, chapsnap. I was okay, so I said it right then, right? Are you messing with me, Sonia? See that? Still let you have visits, chapsnap. I was okay, so I said it right then, right? Are you messing with me, Sonia? See that? It's them, not me. Yeah, but he needs to enforce it before the next one, right? And I'm sure Snapchat, Sonia, Snapchat. That's why we call it Snap. Yo, I had a brain freeze yesterday and I couldn't get the 2 words together. I didn't know what I was talking about. People are so dumb these days to film every single moment of the dumb stuff they do. Listen, Cowtown bullies, you have no idea. Well, you do have an idea because you just said it, honey. I told my clients all the time, if you don't put your damn phone down while you're out doing the shit you're doing. Do you know how easy detectives have it nowadays? Because you film everything you do. And I think that does give us a little piece of when she does film when she has W, because we're at least able to see. But again, I'm also able to see the disconnect. There is a blatant disrespect. Am I going to say that there wasn't times where I saw... I requested because what I wanted to type is... Oh, okay, give me just a second. I'm sorry, Caleb. I never look down there. You always have to let me know. Okay, hold on. There was a few moments in there where I saw her be like, for instance, when W was laying down and he was looking, he was looking like, I want to go home. He was saying, Dada. That was the first time I'd ever seen her not correct him, and she just rubbed his back and said, yeah, Dada, Dada. I was proud of her for that. Baby steps. But yeah, okay, let's let Caleb by real fast. Hey, love. Sorry about that. I never notice when someone's in the box. I apologize.
That's okay. I know that about you.
You know.
No, but what I was gonna say was that on her Snap, when she was posting on her and Santo's account, she had said, like, she started to post him a little bit, and then she said, out of respect for his dad, he doesn't want me posting on this account, so I'm not going to. And then she stopped. But then Santos replied to a comment saying, like, 2K should have no say as to what they're doing. And Santos was like, yeah, he thinks he's the boss or something like that. And shortly after he responded to that is when Bree started then again posting Winter or Baby W. So I think maybe Santos got in her head a little bit about like, don't let him tell you what to do, or because it seems like this time around she was trying to be like cordial with 2K.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Santos is definitely getting in her head as to like make her push those boundaries.
I have said for the longest that Santos is going to be the one that's going to hammer in that final nail, because she does push him to do absolutely dumb stuff and force her to do, not really force her, but like in this sorry, I just got a text message, but I'm sorry, I just got totally thrown off what I was saying. But in that situation, he says, please don't post the baby on my, on social media, whatever the case may be. And then Santos like, who is he to say that? Well, hey, num Santos, he's the full custodial parent. He's the full legal, sole, physical custody, custodial parent. Bree
Right.
has no rights to baby W. Thank you, Angel.
And when
Besides visitation, that's it.
When she first responded to that, it didn't even seem as if he asked her not to post him at all. It seemed as if he asked her not to post him on their joint account.
Right.
And so that she was like, I respect, follow this account. That way I can do it. I'm going to post him over there.
Yeah.
And then
Santos is thinking money.
Right. And then she retracted all of that, which...
I do like what 2K said in response. He was like, on your family channel, whose family?
Right.
What are you talking about? He's always good for a good comeback.
Oh, yeah. He's witty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just my little input.
Well, thank you for coming up and sharing. I so appreciate it.
Thanks, girl.
All right, have a good one.
Okay.
Captain Blue said Santos needs to where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Needs to sit down, shut it, and be a boyfriend before he gets that baby taken for. Absolutely. Yeah. Right, Heather. Santos would not understand because he doesn't even have his own child. How is he going to give any type of advice when he doesn't even have his own child? Bree said it was her family page, but it was Santos's account first. Yeah. The whole situation to me is absolutely crazy. I am so thankful that baby W is back with his dad and his grandma. I did just see a video of Bree that said, I'm home back in LA for 1 day so I can get my hair and my nails and whatever done, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to Miami. And then in 2 weeks, I have baby W again. So, I don't know. I still think she's trying to get her rights terminated. I wouldn't put it past her. But she's going to do it as a victim, right? She's never going to just walk away because that's what is best. She's going to draw it out as long as she can for the judge to say, you know what, you've broke every single rule I've given you. So at this point, your visitation has stopped. John is going to continue to have full legal, physical, sole custody of the child, etc., right? And then Bree can come to the thing and say, oh, well, it was me, guys. I tried really, really, really hard. And John just made this stuff. No, it's your actions. I had so many people in my comments this week and talking about, oh, you're not making videos about how great Bree's doing. It's all about John, because John and Mama 2K pay you. That's the most ridiculous. No, the most ridiculous one I've ever got was the fact that John and I are in a relationship. And no offense, John, but ew. He's the same age as my youngest child. What? And they don't have to pay me for me to give my opinion. Just because my opinion, my professional opinion that I've been doing this for 30 frickin' years doesn't align with your narrative. Doesn't mean that I'm in a relationship with someone or somebody is paying me. Let's not forget, John's not the one that came on to TikTok and said, hey, you guys, I'll pay you guys to clip things to make me look in a better light. Clip the positive things to make me look in a better light. Who did that? Oh, that's right. That was Brie and Santos that did that, not John. Blows my mind. People are bent over about opinions bad on here. Yeah, we all have one. Absolutely. They're like assholes. Everybody has one. Okay? And again, I'm always open to have conversations when we have difference of opinion, as long as it's done respectfully. No. I literally can't. Susan, it was as bad as when they said that I was in a relationship with Fly. What? No, thank you. No, thank you. Because I gave my opinion? I don't know. Thank you, Susan. Yeah. It's whenever you talk about somebody, or I think people aren't used to like my style or the way that I do things over here. It's very different than a lot of other pages. I speak only facts, and I only want only facts spoke, right? In the chat included. I don't want any misinformation coming, and then somebody saying, even if it comes from the chat, someone saying, oh, I heard on Angie's page or Sock Gang, blah, 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 this. I don't want that. I want only facts. What about the dog? Yeah, I'm waiting to see. I put it out there and asked. Let's go back to the dog real fast. Thank you. Does anybody know how to get in contact? Does anyone know any of that information? I don't know. Fly. I think Fly's like the same age, like 25, 26. Listen, offense, whatever. Even if he was my age, no. You do talk about John as if he does everything himself. I talk about John as if he does everything himself? When? Or how? Can you explain to me how? Angie, you know for sure that dog is with the grandma? Right, I'm confused because that's hilarious to me. That's the first time I've ever heard that because absolutely she does. She does. And you're the first person that ever says that I say I talked about John all the time as if he does this himself. People usually say that I always like big up Mama 2K, which I do. You must have just joined. We literally just not even 10 minutes ago, I said I'm legitimately, my daughter pulled a 2K and I'm the equivalent to, because my daughter retired me to come live out on her property to take care of my grandbaby who's 1 month younger than baby W. That doesn't mean I'm raising the child. I take care of the baby while my daughter and my son-in-law are at work. Just like Mama 2K does. I literally just went over this. I said, John goes online and he does his construction stuff 8 to 10 hours a day. And that is when Mama 2K has the baby. She's there to help him. I said all of that. And I say it all the time. I also say all the time that Mama 2K is my BFF in my head. It's normalized for young moms to raise their kids with their moms. Why isn't it okay for John? Right. And let's not forget, and that's why it even came up, is because she literally said, Brie legitimately said so they'd only had one night together. And she said, oh my God, I don't know how people do this. This is so hard. Having a child all by yourself, this is crazy. Calls in the backup. And here comes Ruby. She leaves her 7 kids behind and comes in to help Brie. So that is okay. That's okay that a perfect stranger comes in and helps out. But a grandma cannot be there to help out. How dare you? John must do everything himself, even though Brie can't for 7 days out of the month. No, absolutely not. Again, I only speak absolute facts over here. And facts that I can verify. Listen, I have no idea when it's like it's because you have a ton of people on here saying whatever happened to when grandparents actually helped with the kids, because I really need that. Like, my parents don't help at all. And then you have the other half saying, great, I have help. And then you have people like this going, well, he wanted the baby, he should just raise her all by himself. So you would rather him be in a daycare center or be with a nanny, or like Bree was doing for the few months that she had him when she was out partying all night. She just left him with different nannies. There was never any consistency in that child's life until he became with his father full time. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of help either. When they were really young, it was me and my kid's dad. We just did it, and then when we broke up, I just figured out. How my son and we have a 3 under 3 at my house. It's a lot. I have 6 grandkids, so it is a lot. I requested about the dog. Requested what, love? MG, what is, okay. I've been watching Angie for months. Only her opinion of my comment matters. I guess I'm trying to figure out, did I answer your question? Because you said that I only talk about John doing everything by himself. When it's, especially if you've been watching me for months, then you would know that that's not true. But I want to make sure that I am able to answer your question. Okay, well, I'm asking you. So did I answer your question, or did I clear up your confusion? I guess I'm confused on how you would have even came to that conclusion if you've been watching me for months. Okay, thank you. Okay, perfect. I cleared up her confusion, so we are all good. I help my daughter take care of my grandchildren while my daughter's... Yeah, it's the biggest blessing. And you guys, there is so much studies out there that show that children who have very active grandparents in their lives are a lot smarter. There's a whole bunch of different stuff in there. But more, I don't know if it's more important, but very importantly, grandparents live longer. Wait, hold on, MJ. You're not just coming and say, who are you calling bullies? This chat is always going to be respectful. Again, you came in making a statement that was very, very wrong. What has my chat done or said that has been, besides all they've done is correct you and say, you must be new here, or that's not true because she talks about Mama 2K all of the time. But you came in with, instead of just saying, hey, I just heard you say, or whatever the case may be, but then coming back and I could understand you saying that if you were making that statement that I only talk about John, or as if John's doing all by himself, if you got that just from the statement, but you followed it up with, I've been watching her for months. So that's why the confusion. I don't want no name calling again. It is always in here. It's great to have a difference of opinion as long as it can be done respectfully. And I want that to be done respectfully. So everybody keep it cute, keep it respectful in the chat. Yeah, very transparent, very fair. And just keep it cute at all times. That's how I liked it. Random Ballet blocked me for saying she sends stuff to the kids. Listen, Valet is a whole... Oh, here. Is this what she was talking about? Oh, this is what she's talking about.
Hello.
Hi. I was... when you said requested about the dog, I'm like, I'm trying to get information about the dog. You guys got to be... Listen, you guys got to be very clear with me over here. I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
No,
Okay, what about the dog?
Last I heard, it was on one of Santos' lives, and he said that Chrome was over at Graham's next door. And that...
Right, but we're talking about Kiara's dog.
Oh, Kiara's dog. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought somebody said Chrome.
No, we don't know. That one's taken care. We're talking about Kiara's dog.
Yep.
Kiara's dog is the one that's been for 5 days in a home.
I heard that. Okay.
Yeah, that's who we're talking about.
Sorry.
You are all good, love. I'm gonna bring up the next one. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Barely. You sound like you're in a tunnel. Was that the dog's name is Louie? Hashtag free Louie.
Is that better?
A little bit. I can kind of hear you.
Okay. I was just saying that we need to find out, like, if she lives in an apartment complex, or if we could get, figure out who the landlord is, because if that dog has been there, whether it's in a cage or not, for 5 days, then that dog is going to have that house.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Is I'm trying to see if anybody knows where she lives, has the address, etc., so that we can get those calls made. That's what we're working on. I'm sorry, love. It is really hard to hear you. There's a lot of background noise, and I can barely hear anything you're saying.
Okay, no problem.
I can't hear you. Okay, I'm gonna have to disconnect because I can't. I don't know if she's outside. It sounds so windy. I couldn't hear anything. Okay, you guys couldn't hear it all either. Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, Phoenix may know. That may be a good idea. Someone said her neighbor was checking on the dog. Well, somebody did come in and say that, but then everyone else said, and I do remember Kiara saying that she doesn't even have any neighbors that like her. Her dog is with a neighbor. Oh, you're in. Oh, I don't know what it was. It sounded like you were literally. It sounded like you were in a wind tunnel. You could hear, and then you could hear little bits of your words. It was so weird. I wonder if you had a Bluetooth on. Yeah, if you had a headset or a Bluetooth on, that was probably why. Not hitting, just trying to find out. Yeah, kind of like that tin can back game we used to play. That poor dog is locked in a cage. Has not eaten, drank, or bought. I'm assuming that somebody. It would not shock me that if a neighbor is at least doing that, because you're right. After 5 days, there's no way that dog is in any type of good shape, if even alive. If in fact the dog's been in a cage for 5 days, no food, no water, living in it, I can't see that. So I am hoping that somebody is going back. Oh, you don't even have. That's weird. I'm just a windbag. I don't know what that is. The one saying that the dog is with a neighbor. How do y'all know? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Is I need someone who is saying that the dog's with a neighbor. How do we know this for sure? Yeah. Someone said the dog was with her mother. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting too many mixed up. I've got that it's in a cage. No one's checking on it. I've got it's in a cage at the house and neighbors checking on it. I've got that the dog's with the mom in Wisconsin. I've got that the dog's with a neighbor. So that's why my confusion. And the dog came back with her. Came back with her from where, Susan? Do you mean she went home and got the dog and then now she's at Wavy's house with the dog? I mean, there's just too many different stories. what I was told last night is animal control was called and they took him. You called animal control or someone else did? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that I knew. The dog came back from... So she's in Florida. What part of Florida? Let me do this. If animal control took the dog, I would be able to verify that. What part of Florida is she in? Please don't give an address on here if you know. I thought Wavy was in Port St. Lucie. She's in Port St. Lucie. Okay, Broward County. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find this out. Wavy's in Fort Lauderdale. Gotcha. Thank you. I don't know my way around. Okay. Let's check this one first. I said website full. Oh wait, I don't even know what the dog looks like. What's the dog? It's a little white dog. Can someone send me a picture on here? Can someone kind of little white, I think a little brown. If someone can send me a picture of the dog, that would be very helpful for me right now. Let me get a pic and I'll send you. Thank you, pretty. And if you guys can, make sure you guys keep tapping the screen through this part. Send your daily heart me. If you have not already, you guys never have to gift, but even just keep commenting so I don't get, you know, people don't like when we do stuff like this. I don't think the dog was taken. She would be all over the internet screaming. Emily, I would typically think so. But the way she's acting right now, she seems like she's so wavy. I don't know, possibly. But I'm going to check. It's not going to take me long to check once I know what the dog looks like. A laptop, non-allergic, light brown with white, part poodle, and something else. Okay. Is it like a little scruffy dog? Okay, you want to say, Kimberly, we are talking about Kiara. Kiara is out at Port St. Lucie, or sorry, she's in Fort Lauderdale with Wavy, with the baby. Okay, thank you, pretty. And apparently the dog was left at home in a anyways, the dog apparently is at home. Okay, so that's the dog. Okay, got it. All right, now let me look through here. So the first one is not it. Okay. Just give me just a second so I can look through here really fast. There's one that kind of looks like him that was just brought in today. But it's a little bit more scruffy than that picture shows. And it was a male as well. Oh, my foot just fell asleep. Oh Lord. Oh, Jesus. Not my foot. Yeah, I can. Absolutely. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hallelujah. Oh, yeah, these dogs have all been there for a while. Okay, let me go back to the first page. Apparently 5 days. Yeah, he looks. See, I don't know. See, a lot of people are saying that that's him. Some people are saying that's not. Definitely not. I mean, because he definitely looks scruffy. I think it's a bad picture. But see, a lot of people are saying that's Louis. So this is what it says. It says, oh, interesting. No, but this says Fort Lauderdale. It says Broward County Animal Shelter, Fort Lauderdale. Oh no, she lives in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Unneutered male, age is unknown. I've been at the shelter since September 30th. Updated information. This information was refreshed 11 minutes ago. May not be reported. Oh, that's all. Literally all it says is the dog was. No, Wavy's in Fort Lauderdale. She's in. Oh my gosh, I need to get my life together. Hold on, go back. Didn't I put that though? Oh, I put Broward County. Okay, hold on. Let me put Port St. Lucie. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Unless she took the dog with her and turned it in. All right, let's try one more time. I hate having my head down, so you guys, I'm very sorry that I'm not seeing your comments right now. I apologize. Or if you send me a gift or anything, I will thank you here in just a second. Let me look. Hi, Rachel. Oh, look at that cute little face. Oh my god, I want this one too. Damn it. Guys, I'm out here looking at dog. Oh, look at his cute little face. So cute. Yeah, it's not that dog that was at Fort Lauderdale wasn't turned in. That dog was picked up. That's why I was like, well, wait a minute. It was yesterday. It was picked up. I will do some more research. I hate having my head down and looking at something. I will keep looking now that I have a picture of him. Yeah, I can ask him too. You sent me a picture too. Perfect. Yeah, that's why I was saying on that picture, it was like it resembles him, but the hair wasn't as dark because this is the picture. This is the picture that I got of him. So that's the picture that I'm comparing it to. Okay, Principal sent me one. Oh. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I typically never, ever, ever would put my head down like that, but that was actually Anti that messaged me. Also, if you are new here, just as an FYI, if anybody ever messages me off, like if it's not done in a video, on live, or in a comment section, any conversations that I have privately will always remain private. Just as an FYI. I just sent him, I just messaged him back and just asked and said, hey, by chance, do you know if this is true? So we will see. You just sent me 2 pictures of Louie as well. Are you guys sending them in my DMs? Love you. I know I'm following you. When we can. What? Oh, I'm like, Lovey, I know for a fact I'm following you. No, you just haven't accepted me yet. Let me see. Let me go over here. See, the problem is I have like 10,000 requested DMs. And so, oh, I got this one. Hold on. Thank you, Cara. Boy, I need to come in here more often. Holy crap, there's a lot of... Okay, anyways. Let me see. I don't even have principles. That's not it. There. I don't have yours, principal. Okay. We will focus. I will wait to hear back and find out if... Okay, I got that. If it's who I think it's from, I got it. It's been in that cage for 6 days now. That's crazy. Did she say why she gave him up? Shelters are so packed. It doesn't say, if you're talking about the dog that I saw, it doesn't say why it was given up. It said it was picked up. Not given up, picked up. Yeah, if anybody has any access to that information. I mean, I think that this is a serious situation, though, if in fact the dog's there. For those of you guys just joining, while I was going through the conversations about Kiara and Anti, and me feeling like instead of Kiara toting the baby around with her everywhere, that she should be with her father. Then somebody let me know that she has a dog, and the dog is an hour and a half or so away and has been in the apartment and potentially in a cage for 5 days now. So he knows he's not alone. He actually just messaged me, Brenda, and I definitely let him know. Again, any conversations that I have with him will be kept private, but I did let him know, I want you to know you're not alone. You're very supported. I told him I had over 400 people in here today rooting him on, and so I hope he knows. He's doing I'm so proud of him. The work he has put in is amazing. He is really, man, courts take a long time. They do. Emergency orders can happen though. She hadn't been at Jwavy's 5 to 6 days. Well, whether it's 5 to 6 days or 3 to 4 days, it doesn't matter to me. A dog should not be in a cage, a kennel, alone for days. If the dog situation is true, that will warrant an emergency hearing, in my opinion. Yeah. What apartment does she live in? Anyone know? I was sent an address. He did do emergency orders that I know of before, and they were denied. I think the situation may be different. I have 3 dogs. One is 19-year-old Chihuahua, and she had 2 nights her life without a human. Yeah, I just can't imagine. I mean, I'm literally like, a 5-month-old baby in a tattoo shop at midnight is crazy work to me. Crazy work. Leaving the child unattended for hours on a bed when she's at the point. She's rolling now. She's 5 months. She's rolling, and you leave the baby on the bed for hours is crazy. Yeah, he just found that out before the orders. Yeah. I believe 0 from her mouth, and I should have got something done fast when baby was live long. You can only do so much. Listen, we always want to put it out there and say, hey, they should have done that. 2K gets it all of the time. Oh, you should have, got a rug test, or you should have got a psych eval, you should have made it this, or you should have done that. You can request all you want to, but if the judge says no, the judge says no. You can only do so much, and so I'm not going to put anything back on Anti as of you shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Anti has done the work he needed to do. He got sober. He's mentally strong. He got the house set, ready to go for the Anti has done the work he needed to do. Kara May, kind of not really. If you're not on the birth certificate, you can. There's ways around that. I need to like to. Okay, I have been watching him a long time. I don't know what that means. I'm sure he hoped things would have been better. Yeah, I mean, I truly believe up until she did that whole skit thing just a while ago that he was going to have his family back. You know? And then she did that whole thing of, going over there and then the chair being thrown and all that was fake. And then she calls him on live, sends 1,000 people over to his live, and then, she gets him to go live with him, and she's like, okay, I just want my family back up, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no. And she's like, what do you mean no? What do you mean? Like, she just thought for sure because she said it, he was going to be like, okay. He's like, no, you've done enough. You said I threw it. You said I tried to take my child. You said I threw a chair. You said all this other stuff. And she's like, well, I got cameras up now, and so you should feel safer. What? No. And then she's like, fine, well, I'm just going to go get my back blown out, and I'm going to go to my mom's house, and I need a vacation. I'm ready for a vacation. As soon as she said that, I'm going to leave my baby there with my mom because I've not had a break in 4 months. Welcome to parenthood. And I'm going to go to Miami and get my back blown out. Again, why can't the baby stay with her dad? I don't know anything about any health issues going on with the child, so I don't want to talk about that in here because I don't want that stuff. I don't know. So we won't say anything about that, please. She got everyone to pay for her teeth surgery, but never had she does it all the time. Oh, I'm in a DV situation. I have to go home. Oh, I need money. Woe is me. You guys, I have to stay on live for 16 hours a day without the baby. The baby just has to lay there because I have to pay rent because I'm not getting any help. And then, oh, just kidding. I'm going back because all the baby stuff is there in Florida. You guys, I didn't say I was going to stay here for over and over and over. And listen, I've had severely, what's that called? When your tooth gets infected. And my face swelled up. The last thing I wanted to do was talk. I was in the hospital and I did not want to talk. Okay? No, it's not sepsis when it's in your tooth. Abscess. An abscess. I didn't want to talk. So the fact that she was on live in the hospital and she was like, yeah, you guys, so of course I'm live because I don't have anyone else to talk to. Who wants to talk when they have any type of teeth pain? It's the last thing you want to do. And then she's like, well, you guys, I can't leave here until I have the surgery. I need $1,000 for, like, it blows my mind. Legitimately blows my mind that people are just willing to just throw the money at them. I don't get it. How is she on government health? So with the government health assistance, that is a tricky situation. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, so if she is on Medicaid and the amount of money she's making, the problem is, unless things have changed, I haven't been doing that for a while, there's no way to verify that income, right? So that income has to be verifiable. And they only do it once a year. Maybe twice a year now. She says she only makes $4K a month. I mean, I don't know how the whole battle things go. I mean, if you're only making $4,000 a month, why are you staying on live 14, 15 hours a day? 7 days a week? That doesn't even make sense. Right. The money you make, yes, absolutely, Andrea. The money you make on here is public. What I'm stating is when you go to apply for medical benefits through the state, they have access to like a W-2 job, not contract jobs. So they wouldn't be able to readily access that income right there at the time of application. Now, the first time you file your taxes, then they would be able to verify it. But yeah, it won't come up when they just run it. Yeah. Well, once they find out oh, that's right, we could do this. Oh, we could go to Tick Leap. You guys always want to do Tick Leap every night. We'll do Tick Leap real fast and see. Oh, but I need to know what her exact name is on here. Oh, I guess I could look it up. Hold on. Unless she already blocked me. Oh, Kiara McElroy. Let's see. No. Yep, I got it right here. Hold on. She made 24 cents today. Yesterday she made 406, day before 25, the day before 341. Has she been going live? Tick Leap. TIKLEAP. You can see anybody's wages. Joe's here! Yeah, you can see anybody's wages if you go to Tick Leap. Thank you, Joe. Oh, Jwavy. He made 0 today, 1,063 yesterday, and 309 the day before. I can't, you guys. You can only do the last 4 days unless you pay for it. And I'm not going to pay for it. I can't believe Bob made $52,000 in a day. Yeah, that's crazy work. I know the day that I looked him up, I think he'd made like $32,000 that day. She's on that guy's account. Yeah, I just looked up Wavy's. He didn't make any today. He made 1,063 yesterday. How cute that she's out there. She has a child to take care of, and she's going live on his account, not even her own account, to make herself money. Woman, you have a child that you got to take care of, remember? Or you're just going to come on live. Let me not be. We're not quite the time for after hours yet. Yeah, I didn't know either that you have to pay for it, but listen, I'm a nosy bitch, but I'm not that nosy where I'm going to pay money. Absolutely. It's the best thing he can do right now is to be able to go in and show the judge, this is what I've set aside for my child. This is what it is that I do. It's how long I've been clean. This is the therapy that I'm doing. This is how my house is set up. He's going to be able to show absolutely everything that he has done in order to better himself, to be the best father that he can be. Right now, looking side by side at the two parents, that baby needs to be with the dad. At a minimum, while she's out doing this, right? What is the reason? Again, and this is a question to Kiara. I asked you yesterday, and I asked you in a video again. What is the reason you will leave that baby with Wavy, or take the baby in the middle of the night to a tattoo shop, but she can't sit with her father? That doesn't make any sense to me. Wavy has grown, or not Wavy, sorry. Wavy has not grown. Let's get reverse. Anti has grown so much and has changed so much in the past 6 months. It's absolutely amazing. And again, this is why I do what I do, is because there is something about watching a man grow and change for their child. And typically it's the women in the past, right? It's natural for us to see women do that. But now we're seeing women go backwards and men step the fuck up and do what they need to do for their kid. And every time I saw that video yesterday that just kept popping up of him just looking at that baby and with that countdown, it just brings tears to my eyes. I just don't get it. I don't grasp her concept. You left that baby with Wavy and his friend, who were both under the influence. Again, the work that I do, 90% of the time when a child goes missing and or is hurt or missing and never found again, is because it's with the parent, and the parent has a new person, and that's how the child gets hurt. Leave that baby with her daddy. Her daddy wants to see her. Daddy is ready to go. House is stocked. Okay? Daddy got his chips. Daddy is talking. He's touching. He's giving. Listen. I can't shout Anti out enough right now. I'm so proud of him. It's been a blessing. and amazing. No, I was not. Thank you, Beth. I had no idea. It's a blessing. And again, it takes a lot for someone to do that, especially when you continue to get kicked down, kicked in the face, right? It's like at some point, and this is everybody, right? You do so good. You're like, all right, listen, my baby's here. I'm going to do whatever I can do to make sure that I'm the best me. I'm the best version of me, because I want my daughter or my son to look up to who it is I want to be. And then you get slapped down. No, you can't see her unless you see me. Okay, fine. I just want to see my baby. I'll see you too. And then you show up with the baby and it's like, oh, you're trying to take the baby. And then bam, you slap down. How many punches back are you going to take before you're like, fuck it. Why did I change? Stay strong, because your day's coming. I'm telling you, this is the 2025 2K and Bree situation happening before our eyes. And right now, Kiara is just starting to wrap up that present. In another year, we'll be sitting here talking about how she's putting on that last, curling that last ribbon and putting the bow on it and saying, here, Anti. And again, let me not get twisted for the new people. I am a huge advocate of positive co-parenting. If the parents cannot be together, the biggest and best gift you will ever give your child is positive co-parenting. That is the best gift. No matter, it does not matter the amount of money, the amount of gifts, the amount of trips, anything that you give your child, nothing is better and more important to a child than positive co-parenting. Okay? But I'm also a huge advocate for fathers' rights. Moms don't ever have to fight for custody. Moms don't have to fight to get to see their kids or to have to see their kids. So why should the dads? To me, there is zero reason that baby is over there laying on a bed, not blocked in, at the age that they're able to roll, or sitting in a tattoo shop locked into a car seat screaming bloody murder, where the chat's having to tell her, take the kid out at the house. You haven't checked on your baby in 2 hours. You may want to go check on her. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I gotta run to the store. Can you watch the baby? What? She has a perfectly capable dad that is ready for her at any moment. Give her to her dad. Do you. Figure you out. Go through whatever it is that you need to go through. But in the meantime, the safety of that child should be the number one concern. And right now, I feel like there's only one parent in this situation that has their child's safety the number one concern, and that's not their child's mom. The child's mom right now is concerned about cleaning Wavy's fridge and making sure he has food to eat and letting him drive her car. I'll never understand it. The baby is 5 months old. She should be bonding with her father. And not locking the dog up in a dang house for 5 days. Like, what? Anyways, we all just need to continue to support however it is that we can. Make sure Anti knows that he is not in this alone, because this can be a very scary and dark, lonely place to be, because you get told no a whole lot more than you get told yes. And let's not forget, I talked about this in the beginning, you guys. When I go into court with my clients who are tatted up, they are treated a whole lot differently than my clients that are not. It's a different type of prejudice against him. And I just hope he has the right people, and and it has a good attorney that's gonna fight for him. I agree, Carrie Mae. I absolutely agree, because there should be zero reason why your appearance has anything to do with how good of a parent you are. I've had clients that have had the exact same charges, same rights, everything. The only difference is one was tatted, head to toe, and he got a way longer sentence. No, I'm not an attorney. Right, she has tattoos too. I'm just saying that Anti has has tattoos everywhere, very visible on his face, etc. Now, it could be very different in Florida. I live across the country. I just know that I've witnessed my own people, and I call the judges and attorneys out for that too. Don't profile my client because of his appearance, because of his tattoos. It's art. So, she said his mom and sister talk bad to her. What does she expect? Right. Does she expect roses? And look how she's treating him. Putting up false accusations of a DV on a man is absolutely ridiculous. Are you sure she didn't leave the dog at her mom's? No, she did not leave the dog at her mom's because the dog was with her when she came home. Absolutely, Batty. I don't think anybody should ever be treated any different because of the color of the skin, the color of the hair, the tattoos they have, whatever it is. If you are the best parent for the child, you're the best damn parent for the child. That's it, plain and simple. Tattoos are not gonna make it, make that big of a difference. So, Heidi, I agree with you. It is absolutely, and there's just for what? Like I still can't grasp. Well, I do know for what, because I feel like she thinks that she made a fool out of him when she tried to make a fool out of. She thinks he made a fool out of her when she called back and said, okay, just kidding. Now I want my family back. And he's like, no. What? All the shit you've put me through and you've done, I can't even trust to be around you because you keep putting false charges on me. No, and then you got dumb Dez in the background. Shut up, you're making shit worse. Jesus. Can the woman not speak for herself? For fuck's sake. Blows my mind. Kiara, her friend Dez. The dog was there right before she left her apartment to meet up with Wavy. I don't know if anyone's called animal control. I haven't because I'm still in here. Anti's playing it very, very smart. You know how proud I am of him? When she said that she saw him at the mall and he walked right past her. Now, she tried to make it out, well, I don't know what the heck he was doing out here, or he lives like an hour and a half away. Why would he come to this mall? You think because he just knew you was at the mall? It had nothing to do with you. I can about guarantee you that, because if it had to do with you, guess what? His ass probably would have stopped and talked to you. He would have stopped and saw the child. You act like he can't just go to the next neighboring town and go shopping or whatever. But, oh my God, I think about this, and this is, again, one of those things that makes me tear up. The strength that it had. The strength he had to have had to walk past her and not look at his baby. And then she's like, he didn't even look at his baby. Really? Do you want to know why? He probably would have broke down. That's all he wants, is to see his child. He just wants to see his baby. But he doesn't feel comfortable doing that because you continually make up accusations about him. So unless he has some type of proof or verification that you're not going to make up some other bullshit excuse of some shit that he tried to do, I tried to take my baby, whatever. Yeah, he walked away, and yeah, he didn't answer you. How many times have you tried to get an RO on him? That had to have been the hardest thing to do. And you know what? A lot of people would not, me being one of them, I would not have been strong enough. So once again, shout out to Anti for being strong. She's playing checkers. He's playing chess. And he's being smart about it, and he's being strong. I'm really proud of him. I go 2 towns over because I don't like the mall. Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Right? Go to the mall by us, you're likely to get pewed up. So we just don't go there. We drive an hour the opposite way. I don't know. The whole thing is crazy to me. I'm very, very proud of him, and I hope that he, yeah. And you guys, he needs to know that, right? He needs to hear that he has a team that he has supported. We all rallied behind 2K when he was going through this, and he has said many times that has helped him. So we need to do the same. We did it with Cortez. So we need to do the same with Anti. He needs to know that he's not in this alone, that he's supported. And you guys, sometimes that's just us sending a message. That's just us popping into his live and letting him know we're proud of him. You know, whatever the case may be. Sending him a gift when he's whatever it is, right? He needs to know he's not alone, because this going through this long process of custody and visitation, it's a long process, and a lot of times it feels really, really lonely and really, really dark, and it's very easy to turn around and say, why did I even think I could do this? So we need to help him as a team, as a group. We need to help him through it however he wants. And if he's not into positive affirmations or thank you, JK, if he's not into that type of stuff, that's okay. Then let that be, you know. However, whatever he needs for us to help him, that's what we need to do. And it needs to be on his terms. He is so strong right now, Robin. I agree. Yeah. I appreciate you guys going on this ride with me, and when I bring somebody new, not new, right, to you guys per se, but bring somebody new into the people that we talk about and ask you guys to support. I love that you guys jump on board. Done deal. Got it. Will do. He believes in God too. Okay, perfect. Yeah. And don't, again, when we start, because again, Sock Gang is, we're a strong unit over here, right? But sometimes we can be a little overbearing because we just a bunch of old nosy ass bitches, right? Please don't take offense if he's like, okay, that's enough. You know, that's not the positivity or whatever it is that I need, right? We need to hear that from him and find out exactly what we can do. What is his language, right? What is I love you more. You know, what is not his love language? That's not what I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that's going to empower him? What can we do to continue to empower him and keep him uplifted, right? So finding out whatever that is for him, then that's what we need to do. So that will be our mission. I will continue to work on, what is it? We can just go in his live and post wolf emojis. I love it. Oh, is that his thing? Oh yeah, he did say, I did hear Wolf Gang. We're the Sock Gang. He's the Wolf Gang. I like it. I like it. So whatever it is we can do, then we're going to do this to support him all the way through. He has asked anything we see that we get him and send him, please. Perfect. Thank you, Jen. I am exhausted tonight, but that's okay. We have a lot of family stuff going on right now. Ante would appreciate any positivity. We'll take it. Oh, okay. So you're in here. So you're part of his crew. I see the wolves. What are some of the things like, again, not love language is not the right word, but what are things that we can do to encourage him, to let him know that we're here to support him? Like, what are those things that we can do? Betty, your friends on TikTok too. Okay. Because again, Sock Gang can be pretty overwhelming. We'll go over there and just bombard his chat, and he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, leave me alone, ladies." I don't want it to be that, but I want him to know he's not alone. To remind him to stay on track, keep doing the right thing. Okay. I think praising him, uplifting. Okay, I got you. I told him to go live next time he's on. He said he'd like it. Oh, thank you, Nikki. I would love it. I would love it. Even if it's just a live. And I want him to know it doesn't have to be, if we go live, it doesn't have to be live where we're talking about it. He needs to know that anything that is said behind the scenes is always kept confidential. It could just be a live where, you know, and again, you guys, even though I don't really battle, I do go live with people who battle. And if we do, then we battle. You guys never have to gift me. That's always the rule. But we will battle if that's what he does. And again, just continuing to praise him and most importantly, let him know he's not alone. If y'all have Snap, follow him. He vents there a lot and trying to get monetized. Oh, what's his Snap? Damn, I don't know why that one gets me. I speak recovery. I'm clean. 20 years unbothered. Congratulations. At the very beginning of our lives, every day we do praise and prayers where people can come in, let us know what they have going on in their life, to be praised for, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, clean date, whatever, and then also prayer requests. So congrats. Jackie, I'm Wolf Crew too. Okay, Wolf Crew, not Wolfgang, got it. He wants prayers, positivity. Let him know we see his growth. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you guys are here to help us know what is best for him. Yeah. That helps us a lot too, because we truly do want to support him. Again, this is 3 daddies in for us, okay? Yeah. So we truly want what's best for the baby. Always. That's what it is we want what's best for the baby. And right now it's thank you. Right now, okay, any dad is a Snap name. Right now the baby is really in a situation that's, thank you, Elle. I don't have a good feeling. When I get this pit in my stomach, I've learned at first, when I was younger, I thought it was just indigestion or whatever. No, I've learned to follow my stomach as a social worker. When I get a pit in my stomach, I follow that. I have that with this. I don't like what's happening right now in Florida. And it's not my business. It's not my business. But I made it my business. But all I can do is spread awareness and be here to help support Anti in any absolute way, shape, or form that I can. Amen, Terica. Listen, there's one time I didn't follow it, and I have regretted that my entire career. One time. Yeah. I guess not sure how many days, but sorry, a lot of shelters only a few days after owners. Yeah, I need more. The dog thing is killing me. Yeah, I did. I learned to never ignore it again. Again, when I was oh, thank you for blocking them, Terry. That just sicks me. I can't even show my damn socks, and I get a 7-day ban. And these 2-cent hoochies want to come in, putting all this crazy nonsense in my chat, and that's just okay and fine. Oh, he will appreciate it. He needs people on his side, but well, honey, he has a whole bunch of them over here. Sock Gang does not play, okay? Sock Gang does not play. We love the babies and we love the animals. So right now, she's at 2 strikes. We're like, not only are you bucking around with the kid, you've left your dog? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're talking about Kiara and Anti and how we are going to continue to lift Anti up. After a pew was put to my forehead. Hey, amen. I'm glad you hear, love. I love it. Look at the Wolf Gang and Sock Gang coming together. Shoot, we're going to have to put some socks on the wolves. One of 2K's videos says he did research on internet safety. Angie, you know that video got me. You know that video got me. Listen, I love a man that is willing to grow and change and learn and educate and research about how to be the best dad possible. And again, let's not forget this. I tell you guys this all of the time. I worked 3 years in community protection, meaning all 100% of my caseload was either P3DOs or unalivers, right? Every single one of them. 98% of them were P3DOs. Reading through those files and that stuff changed my life. And about a year before I retired, I took a course on internet safety, blah, 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 blah. There is an entire AI software that is made from just a picture. They can turn that into a whole movie, if you know what I'm saying, from your child. That's why I was so pissed about Bree letting baby W run around in just a diaper, one, and two, well, we're wearing her pre-filming robe, or her filming robe, or whatever the hell she calls it. Well, whenever she's wearing her filming robe, guess what audience she's attracting? And now you have your child running around with a diaper. And I'm going to say it again, shame on you, T-Pages. Any T-Pages that posted that baby in just a diaper, shame on you. I pray that you take that down. And if you don't, I pray that 2K strikes your channel. That's absolutely unacceptable. I do not post kids over here on my channel. No. I know, I keep hearing a neighbor is watching the kid, but then not the kid, sorry, a dog. But 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, how many ever days, it's been days. A dog can't just be watched by a neighbor. And not only that, how many times has she said she doesn't get along with any of her neighbors? All of her neighbors hate her. She doesn't like none of her neighbors. So I don't know which neighbor is watching the dog. I also thought it was weird. She was laying on Ruby half clothes. Well, I didn't know this because, you know, obviously I'm not on her FO. But while she had baby W, she was posting to her FO. Now, I'm not stating, because again, I will only state facts on this page. I'm not stating that that content was created while baby W was there. It was probably very likely pre-filmed. But the fact that you dropped it while you had him, while you were wearing your filming robe, while the baby is running around in a diaper behind you, to me is all extremely concerning. And again, I grasp that my career has made me super, super cautious. I am overly cautious. I grasp it. So for other people who have not seen what I've seen or don't know the shit that I know that can be done, maybe like, I mean, is it really that a big deal? Yes. Yes. Let's go to YT one day and I can explain to you why. Absolutely. It is a massive concern. She's exploiting him. Wait, yeah, she hasn't been going. Bree, we're talking about Bree right now. Bree hasn't been going live every day. Remember, she just, before she got him, she was talking about how she hates TikTok. She won't be on TikTok. No TikTok. Blah, 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 blah. Boom, get baby W. Shit, she's on TikTok all day, every day. Willing to exploit her child at any cost. I don't grasp it. My children, my 4 adult children, my children-in-laws, and my 6 grandchildren are priceless. Priceless. It wouldn't happen. There is no money in this world to ever have me allow my child or my grandchild to run past here in a diaper. Are you shitting me? The only reason I even put them on live just on Sunday for that few minutes for those gifts is because I knew we had a low number and I knew it was all okay. It's the reason why I even put them on live that day. So, did you even find out where she lives? I was sent an address. I will do some research as soon as I get off. And thank you, love. She says, you're the sweetest soul. You deserve so many blessings. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Her defense is, it's Ruby's account. It wasn't. To me, that makes it worse. You're going to allow somebody else to post your child in only a diaper? And then she said, oh, well, he's in a diaper, you guys, because I have dyslexia, and I bought 12 months instead of 24 months. Alexia would make that 42 months, not 12 months. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, they literally, you guys got them started. Now, they had my phone the other day. They're like, again, hat. I'm like, y'all, sit down, listen. Y'all ain't gonna get my people started. Stop it. They loved it. Jordy watches one, Beth sent of her in a bunny hat, little hamster thing. Oh, she watches that probably 50 times a day. She thinks it's hilarious that she just magically turned into a bunny. And then it goes away and she's like, Again? Like, what happened? They're the best. So Santos and Ruby can monetize and exploit her kids. Right. So that's acceptable? No. It's crazy to me. It is absolutely crazy to me. All right, guys. It's 9:30. And as you guys know, my biggest fan likes you guys to know how old I am. And I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving. Do Snapchat. Listen, I don't know how to work Snapchat. I wouldn't know how to put a filter on. No, I don't even know how to do filters on here. People always say, take the filter off. I don't even know how to got on. If I ever come on here and I'm a freaking gingerbread man or a whatever they are, that's just what I am for the day. Because I don't know how to change it. I don't even know how to set gift goals. I just come on here and push the button and talk. That's all I do. That's all I know how to do. So, listen, Gen X, we didn't have that. One thing, though, we didn't have computers and stuff, but one thing we weren't was keyboard warriors. If we had something to say, we said it to your face. Miss Courtroom talking shit, but running like a track star when I called you out and told you to come up. Okay. I know it did stay down. I'm so proud of myself. All right, loves. I love you so much. We will be back live tomorrow. Again, the time, you guys, this next week or so is going to vary. We do have something pretty serious going on in my family right now. And so I will get on as live as soon as I'm able to do so, just as an FYI. But I'll do the same thing. I'll always note and let you guys know. All right, Wolfgang, welcome to the Sock Gang. We'll be welcome to the Wolf Gang. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.